In this video, we visit a park little known outside of those living in Idaho. A park built around magnificent sand dunes. A secret location known to the locals that has so much to offer, including fishing stocked lakes, hiking or climbing atop the nearly 500-foot dunes, viewing the Milky Way, or sledding down hundreds of feet of sand. No matter your preference, you're bound to get a face full of fun. Idaho, as a landmass, is defined by mountains, both within itself and by those of its neighboring states. The Snake River defies these uprisings and carves a path across southern Idaho, creating a region of sandy plateaus. What Idahoans know, and the rest of us don't, is that the river has created amazing waterfalls, crystal blue springs, and even massive sand dunes. Our visit to Bruneau Dunes State Park takes us to the site of these impressive dunes. Idaho is a major agricultural state, and it's probably what comes to your mind first when Idaho is mentioned, as it leads the nation in potato production. But equally well known to some are its impressive mountains. The northern reaches of the Rockies reach above 12,000 feet in central Idaho and are absolutely breathtaking in their regalness. Idaho has few national parks to speak of within its border. It has 2 national monuments, the best known is likely Craters of the Moon, and a small slice of Yellowstone. This is in stark contrast to the impressive natural geology of the state. Perhaps Idahoans wish to remain a secret to the rest of us. Bruneau Dunes is a state park that is well known, that is, to the locals. Established in 1967, making it one of Idaho's oldest state parks, it encompasses an area of approximately 4,800 acres. The dunes within it are some of the tallest in North America, reaching heights of up to 470 feet. These dunes were formed over thousands of years as sand from the nearby Snake River Basin was carried by wind and deposited
now turn right
here.
and then turn right.
I will place a link in the description to a very good video that describes how the dunes were formed. But in short, the reason they exist and are so tall is the wind direction here switches back and forth from east to west. This counter direction pushes the sand upward versus longitudinally, creating the huge height seen here today. The sand is incredibly fine and soft, making a perfect spot for sandboarding or simply enjoying a leisurely stroll. Besides these activities, there are equestrian trails, fishing within the stocked lakes, nighttime sky photography, gazing at far-off celestial objects through huge telescopes, or ranger-led nighttime scorpion sightings. Site arrangement here allows for easy back-end and setup. For $33 a night, you get 50 amps of power and water. After setting up, we move on to grabbing a bite to eat. Uga oversees Patty's progress to ensure that our meal is properly prepared. After sating hunger, we set out to look around, beginning with the nearby trails leading to the dunes.
I've been trying to reach out to you about your car's extended warranty.
From our campsite, we are right in the mix of all the key points within the park. These points are the aptly named features, Small Lake, Big Lake, Small Dune, Big Dune, and the Observatory, plus the trails around these points. They clearly didn't spend a lot of time thinking about these names. Before you is the trail that runs from the campground to the dunes. Bruneau Dunes weather is typically hot and dry throughout the summer months. Typical rainfall is less than an inch per month, and temperatures exceed 80 degrees beginning in June and ending in October. July and August are especially hot and dry. As this day draws to an end, we settle in and enjoy a lovely sunset. We are here midweek, so we miss out on a ranger-led scorpion hunt. These occur on Friday and Saturday nights, temperature and weather permitting. On another note, the park has just installed a brand new observatory, and their grand opening is the Saturday after we depart. There is so much to do at this park, I can't believe that Idaho has been able to keep this place a secret. The sun has reappeared and we are out and ready to roll. Today's activities include sandboarding the dunes and fishing. Fishing will be confined to Lucas only, as he is beneath the age where a fishing license is required. We have visited several locations with dunes, and the tallest, biggest dunes are found away from the water, although, in some way, water was significant in their creation. Here the sand was carried here by the Snake River. Of the dunes you see before you, the tallest is Big Dune at 470 feet. It runs the length of both lakes, with a saddle region between the peaks. We considered sandboarding this dune, but the time required to scale it was too great. Instead, we trek up Small Dune, a mere 90 feet tall. It is dwarfed in comparison. However, we soon find out that climbing it is plenty tall. Go!
I can see you with my closed eyes. I can see you. I can see you.
That's better to go at an angle, isn't it? No? What about on fresh versus already walked on? Where?
I did a good run.
Yeah. Woo, there you go.
That's a perfect run.
You going with him, honey, at the same time? You can breathe on the way down, honey. One, two, three. Lucas.
Where's Wes? Ready?
Go.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
It's been all good so far. Lucas, pick up your board. After cleaning up for the sandboarding, we slow down and head over to the lake to let Lucas try his hand at fishing. Boats are allowed on this lake, and we see several people hauling in some nice-sized bass and trout. For us, however, anything we catch goes back. A storm does come up, and we head back to the RV before Lucas is able to haul in a catch. Fisherman's luck, I guess. That's the storm coming across the lake. I guess not everyone is concerned about the coming storm. The slanted roof houses the original telescope. This was installed some 25 years ago. While it is still serviceable today, the new telescope promises to be a much nicer experience for visitors going forward. Another cool find is the sundial painting, where you stand in the month and your shadow points out the time. This mother bird presided diligently over her nest. I never could get a good look at her to discover what kind of bird she was. If you know, please leave a comment as to what she was. Thank you. The basin region surrounding the Snake River's passage through Idaho is identified as the Snake River Plain. An arid region receives less than 10 inches of rain each year. Perhaps appropriate that Yellowstone's National Park touches into Idaho. This park's influence upon the Snake River Basin is twofold, beginning with the first 42 miles of the Snake River that is set within the southeastern corner of Yellowstone National Park. Secondly, the volcanic hotspot lying beneath Yellowstone is believed to have created the Snake River Plain through its effect on the tectonic plates. Ironically, the effects of the hotspot differ between the eastern and western halves of Idaho, with a dividing point approximately being at the city of Twin Falls. Within the area of Bruneau Dunes, the effects of the volcanic hotspot focused stress upon the faults within the tectonic plates, causing the depression that exists today. This falling began about 11 million years ago and largely ceased about 9 million years ago.
Through the arbor.
We understand how valuable your time is, and we are very thankful that you have chosen to join us as we travel to Bruneau Dunes. If you have any comments or questions about this video, please feel free to post them. We will do our very best to quickly respond to your questions. If you liked the video, please hit like, and we'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned. Our next video is when we travel to central Idaho and the beautiful Sawtooth Mountains and Sun Valley.